I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total f***ing pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If I'm
Oh,
pig,
God.
you can
This
say
is what he's
so.
turning into. Alright, y'all, welcome back to Danganronpa 2, y'all. Let's get it. In the midway of the class trial, so we're just gonna keep on going from here. Alright, class trial reopen, my boys. All rise, y'all. Alright, let's do it.
Hello.
Oh.
I hope your day is well.
It was good. It was. Every time I forget she shows up, I get all hype. I'm like, yo, hey, yo, class trial, all rise, my boys. And then all of a sudden, she's showing up.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic.
Don't.
Or else my mental
Just
state
don't
won't
exist.
be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy.
Oh my
I might
God.
as well have a laid back, so what?
It's just like,
attitude
her
and go
voice
ahead
is just
with
like,
high
it's just a
energy.
loud noise.
Yeehaw!
That just exists. No, I'm not doing
but
it with
be
you.
careful that your batteries don't run out.
I
for
don't have
various
batteries.
reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
You think I don't with this game? Man, she crazy as Get the f out of here, Manami.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Yeah?
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
I don't know what the that was.
Am I the only one that thought that was weird? That seemed a little strange.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
You're gonna have to figure it out.
That's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure.
Yeah.
Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
We already know it ain't you if you already given him
Is it
nicknames.
really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way
Yeah.
I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Yeah.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Yeah, actually,
He's
that's
right.
true.
There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Sincerely? Oh, snap,
I'm
y'all.
disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
I don't get him at all.
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
Yeah,
There is no
call him
such
out.
thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing
for the
others
most
for
part,
one's
yeah.
own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I mean, you saying that makes you a little bit more sus, but
I see.
carry on.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast
Yeah.
as we can. Just so you
Get
know,
this shit on the road.
it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything.
You're drooling everywhere, but you mean you're not getting hungry?
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Again! Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or
Anyway.
not.
If the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
Sure, I still
How
don't
they
get that.
killed Nekomaru.
Like, maybe, the only thing I can think of is the floor crushing him. But I don't know how that would work with him finding
It
the
might
body
be better
and
if we
stuff.
clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Sure. Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that utilized the building structure?
I see.
Huh, so he fell from the top floor to the bottom.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from
Wow.
falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically
maybe,
connected.
oh, if they broke the elevator on the tower, but he exited through the top floor, top house, and he yeah.
Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Okay.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
It would be Grape House? Or no, Strawberry House?
That I don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll figure that
Don't
out.
just make things up when you don't know the method.
It's fair.
Where in that building would you even
gotta- we
be able
gotta
to
think a
push
step
someone
what
off
could
in
happen.
the first place?
It might be possible in the tower.
Yeah.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Yep.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open.
I think that's what they manipulated. The killer.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
It's interesting that he's the one who's trying to discredit this right now so hard. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next.
When the
Good
elevator
Neko.
is on the
that,
first
That must
floor.
be the turn off button on Neko.
You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
No, I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's
How
that.
about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
I think that is what happened, so I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
argue that.
Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Is it that?
No, that's
If he's
wrong.
Asleep? Oh, okay. Yep, that would make sense.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Right.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yep.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep
If
mode.
this is Gundam, I just realized he could put one of his little hamsters there, and they could open that shit up and just hit it. Easy.
If he's in
I
sleep
didn't
mode,
even think about
the
all
elevator
that.
sensor wouldn't have noticed him.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner,
it's getting very defensive.
Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Okay, okay.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Okay.
Silence, pest!
What? Wait, whoa! Whoa! Did they work on this together?
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oh, I thought she was calling her a pest, not you. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. Shaki seems to have an idea, but what could that be?
If you arrange it, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I think it's
I agree with that.
Okay. Okay, so maybe the wire ripped off.
Didn't the doorknob
Or sorry,
have scrape
the
marks on it?
doorknob ripped off with the wire attached to it. Yeah.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Ah, yeah.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Yeah.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
Right, and it was tied onto the
If
leg.
the elevator moved
Okay.
while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
Huh.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Yep.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Okay.
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode.
Gotcha. That
Tied the
makes
tip
more
of the
sense
wire
now.
into a
I
knot
was trying to get
and
that
hung it
all
on the
figured out in
doorknob
my
to the
head.
4th floor.
Yep.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th
Oh,
floor
and
to
he
the
would have
1st
just
floor
dropped
of Great
eventually
Tower.
because the wire ain't gonna hold forever. Oh
suspended
no!
Mekamaru
No, poor Neko. And that explains why his head broke off first. He must have hit a pillar.
He was so well
Oh, he just
hung.
confirmed it.
Kinda like.
Okay.
Better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves.
Okay.
By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Yep.
Too easy.
Wait, what?
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Wait, yeah, they could. Why? What? Okay,
What?
whatever.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
It just is gonna break off eventually. He weighs so much.
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Sure, I just think eventually the wire would give with that much weight. Oh. Is that what I'm looking for? Okay.
Cut through those words.
Gotcha. Oh, thank God. That one was actually not that bad.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Yep.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
The alarm
He has an
clock.
alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his
Yep.
sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
Okay.
You woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why.
Yeah.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
Right.
Instinctively, your body would start
And
moving.
that's what probably
Mekamaru
broke
probably
the
did exactly
doorknob
that.
off. Okay. Okay, I see where they're going with it.
And then,
In order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the
Yeah.
wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Okay.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah.
Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
he fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru
Yeah.
awoke, he must have
And
struggled
he's
much more
heavy
than
too.
expected,
It's all metal.
which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
I don't know if it was unexpected or maybe they thought it was a potential outcome and ran with
Well,
it.
that's probably it.
If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that,
They would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Oh, true. I mean, why bother? Does it matter, really? The killer didn't expect the door to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power. With the fierce roar, Nick put all his power into grabbing the doorknob, but... Oh, he broke it! Now, yeah, here comes... Yeah, okay, y'all remember all of this anyway. Right! If that's really what it was, then that's a clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah.
It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just
What's
a
that?
pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total f***ing pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If I'm a f***ing pig, you can say so.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This is what he's turning into?
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore? This guy.
He gets off on this.
Ew.
So thanks to that alarm,
I like his reaction.
Nekomaru ended up falling while he was
I
still
like how he
hanging
tells
upside down.
fucking Hajime, yo, this is not the time to be pitching ahead.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
Yeah, because
right?
of the pillar. He must have hit the pillar on the way down then. It doesn't mean that Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think that happened to him was collided with the pillar, because the pillar fell over too.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Yeah.
Finally, the pillar!
Yep.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Yep.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally
But that
right.
wasn't the weapon.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Right.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm?
I feel like the location of how things happened is where they should have started. Because I kind of talked about how if the elevator was broken on one side of the house, the killer had to be over there. And if they can't get back over to another house, they must be within the house the elevator broke in.
I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Yeah.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
7:30.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible.
What? Why is that
Even
impossible?
though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Wait, are they lying?
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found
They both?
Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
Huh, okay. Whoa, okay, this is definitely weird.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Oh,
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
was the clock still being powered and they actually
That's
didn't
what
know
I
what
wanna
time
know.
it was? Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another, but I can't choke about a time like this just a little bit more. I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Okay, I bet I know what it is if it's an option. There it is, the radio clock. Because Kazuichi mentioned that the radio
headed for
clock
Grape Tower
is very
before 7 a.m.
accurate.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
Oops, I hope that wasn't it.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
That's correct too.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered.
Oh, was he suspended
One of
when they
those
got
must be
there?
an
Is that what
illusion.
happened? I think that's what happened.
Killer probably did some tampering.
No, I don't think they
They probably
did.
messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
I think that's what,
No,
yeah,
that's
it's
wrong.
gotta be that. Okay, so it does make sense that they didn't
No,
see
the
him
clock
if he
inside
was
his chest was a
suspended.
radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the
No,
clock?
I don't think
Maybe
so.
the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
That's actually not a
The
bad
clock
thought.
inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
So you really listened to me.
Oh,
and
I
checked
forgot
all the
Nagito
clocks.
gave him to check that.
And because of that, I can confidently declare
Okay.
that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
But were those two tampered with previously to set for the
If
same
there's
time?
no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Okay.
Believe me, we are not lying.
No, I think he was suspended. That's why they didn't see him.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Every time.
I never misunderstand.
Oh my
I'll
god.
crush you into dog food.
Okay, this time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Oh, was something actually happened to the clock? Perhaps we overlooked something, maybe we were misunderstanding something. Think, if I focus, we'll be able to come to that mystery. Who traveled between both houses? Oh, well, the killer traveled between both houses.
It's all coming together.
So that makes sense. I thought maybe he was just suspended and they just didn't see him.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
None of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have
Right.
been messed with?
Yeah.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building,
And the only clock
there's
that
no
you
way
could have
you'd noticed
verified
it.
from is the person who's already missing and dead.
I
So-
see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
No,
There's no way
there's
I
nothing
would've
he would have
noticed
been able to do about that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
We don't know. How could we even know that? She's right, that's the main problem. I need to clarify how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go. Really? I don't have any idea. How did we even figure that out? Oh god, I don't remember any of these accounts, dude.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
That's okay, so
The
that's
time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, it was. That's true.
Problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Was there
If
anything
only I
anyone
heard the
did?
sound when he fell.
Wait,
I agree with that.
wait, why would she hear the... Wait! Oh, if
That's
only
right.
I heard the
We should
sound
have
when
heard
she...
the sound he
Oh,
made when he
right.
fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
I thought, okay, so the pillar and him would have collided at the same time. Okay, that does make sense. I thought you said when I heard when it fell, but I realized, okay, she definitely... I don't think she's the killer now, because how would she have even known about that? Did somebody say something?
Rumbling?
Or wake her up?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yeah!
A huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the
And the
pillar,
pillar fell
with
with it.
It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We
Yeah.
heard that noise too.
Yeah.
It was when we were gathered at
Wait!
the Strawberry House Lounge.
Oh, no, they might have told... No, wait. He said we heard that noise too. Oh no. Oh no. Why would he say we heard that noise too when he couldn't have heard it? I'm pretty sure Kazuichi was in a soundproof room. I would have expected him to say like, I didn't hear it, but the others told me they heard it. Oh, fuck. Dude. Wait, what did he just say?
What is it, Sonia?
Yeah, why is she...
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
Wait, he heard it? Okay, it's him. This kind of sucks, but it's him. And the other thing too, I even said this in the beginning of the trial. It's gonna be really stupid if it is him, because it's kind of obvious, like how he said you wanted to dismantle him and everything. I'm already assuming it's him.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference,
Yep.
we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
And he would have been able to tamper with the elevator to do exactly what he wanted. And I even mentioned whoever, if he was the one who did it, and he now fixed the elevator for the group for the trial, he looks like he's in good faith.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
How would you have known?
Huh?
Oh, I guess if you
You
check
can
the clock.
tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
But it would have already been messed up.
Excellent work, Akane.
Oh, so it was 2 hours off, is what she's saying earlier. If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 in the morning, it's like the answer of how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. 2 hours.
I see.
So between
Nekomaru's alarm
7:30...
went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30,
So someone left earlier in the night before 5:30 a.m. and
that
messed
means our time was off by 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours? That much?
Yeah.
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way
No,
we would have
everyone was
noticed.
asleep and gassed out.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious.
Yeah.
So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Yep. Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks,
Right,
and
'cause they don't
used
want
a
anyone else to
specific
know.
thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone.
Right.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Yep. Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is massage time, Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see!
Because he did go.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Yep.
How did they use it?
We
Well,
were
they knew
required
everybody
to go
had
to
to
Great
go.
Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Yeah.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time. But that wouldn't affect
I mean, they
Nekomaru.
were praying, hoping nobody got up and
His
went down
radio
there.
clock had the exact time.
Yeah.
That's right. In doing so,
Okay.
the killer was able to
Ooh,
lure
it's
him
a,
to
it's
the
a
tower
little
by himself
worrying
at
that
precise
Nagito
time.
might have had the killer help him out with some of his evidence.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
I also thought it was interesting. Oh,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
right, but it was actually 7 a.m.
And if that time was also 2 hours off,
Right.
it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time,
Oh, I didn't
he was
realize
heading
his
over to
suit was
Monokuma
gold
Tai
stripe
Chi
for the pinstripe.
right on
That's
schedule.
sick.
I see. Now that I think about it,
Hmm.
I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. Gotcha, that makes more sense too. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped. Yeah,
When you said everyone, you were including us, right?
yeah.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Yep.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
I don't know anything
Are
about
you
what he's
talking
talking about.
Tripping over someone else's fault?
That's a saying? I've never heard of that.
Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
Dang.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn
Would you
like
just
this.
shut up and let us continue
Let's
this
just
shit?
ignore the peanut gallery.
Yeah, thank you.
Now
I've
that
been
we've
on the same
found out
wavelength
how
as
the
him
killer
for
lured
most of
Nekomaru,
this second half of this game, y'all.
the number of
Oh my
suspects has
God.
drastically decreased.
Right. Yep.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
No, it's true.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Yeah. The one with the clock going crazy.
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
Yep.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Okay.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. There was one guy who never left the lounge.
What? No. Again, he was in a soundproof
We were
room.
both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru
Who
fell?
didn't come out?
Who is it? Who's the
Whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Well, I remember Gundam, Fuyuhiko, and Kazuichi. I'm confused. Who didn't come out of the room during that time? I'm so confused. I remember. Oh, right. Nagito wasn't there.
You're the only one!
But I don't think Nagito's not the killer.
The one
though.
who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
Where were you? I know you're not the killer. Where were you at? I feel like they're trying to play this out to more than
Right.
it is.
Nagito wasn't there.
Huh.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
Yeah.
You weren't in your room, were you?
Was he in the final dead room during that
Where
time?
were you?
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank,
Okay.
even if I wanted to go to the lounge,
I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely
Oh,
the
yeah, okay,
foolish
so he was
talk.
in the final dead room.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Or was he in a soundproof room? No, no. He was in a soundproof room. I'm an idiot. Okay.
You're definitely lying.
Okay, no, it makes
However,
sense.
that is also true for me.
Right,
It is
the two of
obvious that
them.
I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
Wait, okay, I got confused because I thought someone in my comments said 4 people got deluxe rooms.
But I did not hear the rumbling sound either.
Huh.
Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
To be honest, it's not just them.
Oh no, it was
the same
4
goes
people.
for me too.
Wait, so am I correct? No, was it Gundam or Kazuichi who had a
I
soundproof
was in a
room?
pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Right.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know.
Oh my god.
Think about what the 3 of us who didn't hear a sound have in common.
Right.
And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling sound was Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret to what these 3 have in common. Could this also a secret that points to the killer? I think I was wrong about Kazuichi. I'm pretty sure Gundam had the other deluxe
Nagito,
room.
Sonia, and
So there's
Chiaki.
no reason that he would have heard
in
it.
deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
They were soundproof. And I knew this was either a kill was gonna happen in here or it was gonna be probably the biggest part of the trial. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. Deluxe room soundproof and excellent air insulation. Yeah, you already know about the other ones, and yeah.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right.
Yep.
It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You
Yep.
actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you
He's
using
such
your
an
ultimate
ass,
reserve
y'all.
for student talent? Now then,
Oh my
you guys
god.
must understand
Maybe
by now,
Hajime
right?
is Ultimate Detective.
The true
this time
identity
around.
of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Yep.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Okay, now I get a pick. Okay, I think it's Gundam. So he did kill someone. Wow. Yeah, he's
You're the only
smiling
one.
too right now.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
He knows.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too,
Yep.
right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night,
He
it is the
acted
universe's
he acted pretty
providence to
weird
stop
to this
it.
too. Okay, well, this sucks. Turns out he was one of the killers. I did not think that was gonna happen, but with the way him and Sonia were acting, I wasn't sure. Well, hey, you know what? Kazuichi's competition's out. So, yeah. Wow. Why did he want to kill Neko?
Why were you able to hear it?
Yep.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Yep.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
Nope.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
Okay, so he wasn't in one.
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Nope.
That's why, even though you were staying in
The
a deluxe
hamster
room,
probably...
you still went to the lounge.
You know
Am I
what?
right?
I even said too, when we first got to the funhouse, man, this would be a crazy good place for someone like Gundam to have eyes, ears, and ability to do things all at once to make a kill happen. So I bet the hamsters divided up, changed the alarms, and did all kind. And one of them probably hit the button on Neko. All kinds of could happen.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Nope.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while.
Yeah,
Am I
that's
correct?
right. Oh man, so he saved this.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Yep.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Nope.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Right, and what he should have done, he probably didn't think about it because the alarm startled him. But had he not shown up at all, that would have been the best case scenario for him if he just hit.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Wait, did he really not utilize the
Which
hamsters
means
for a
when
lot of
Fuyuhiko
this?
witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Yep.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
I can't wait to see him go crazy.
And they were supposed to stay in their room.
You
They
know,
weren't planning to come out
I'm
and
gonna
go to
be
the lounge.
honest, like, I love Gundam's ultimate ability, and he's like a kind of cool character, but to be honest, this one doesn't hit that hard for me.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm
I don't
or
know.
the rumbling sound. That's just like us.
I sort of felt like as soon as they introduced the pets, I figured like, oh, this dude probably will kill someone
The best
eventually.
case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all,
Yeah.
if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Ah, Fuyuhiko came in clutch.
I was in the lounge.
Yep, attaboy.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? Okay, well, you guys already saw all this.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Yeah,
Gundam
that's what I
tried
just
to
said.
hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him,
Oh, he would've been
would've
found out anyway.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
Yeah.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but
Yeah, they already figured it
How
out
ironic.
anyway.
the moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the
Yeah.
lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Okay, so now he's trying to get himself out of this.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
that-
The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
That's he could have came up with something so easily and just been like, yo, one of the hamsters is missing or something, I don't know, some bullshit, anything.
Is that your argument?
Yeah, for real, dude?
Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Yeah.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
Yeah.
Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Wait, the other thing is too, and don't get me wrong, you would have to go to the bathroom. But the chances when you're that famished and haven't been drinking liquids to want to go to the bathroom, that's pretty slim.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out.
Yep. Y'all, I'm ending it right here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, y'all already know. Make sure if y'all enjoyed the video, subscribe. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from my boys. And make sure to turn on the notification bell so y'all get all the updates. Follow my socials, links down below in the description. I got a Twitter, Instagram, and a Discord. Look out for some more Danganronpa. Yeah, appreciate once again everybody who's tuned in. I'm gonna see y'all next time. I love y'all. Peace!